Hi, my name is Ayandara Kaiwa, and I'm here to talk about security threats. So no one organization is guaranteed to not come across these, and that is why it becomes your responsibility to know how to protect your infrastructure. Knowing how to defend and utilize these countermeasures helps you protect your organization from becoming vulnerable to these threats. So let me get into it and let me show you how you can do this. So I wanted to start off by just talking about the different cyber threats that your organization might run into. And there are quite a few to talk about, but I'm just going to touch on three main ones for now. So one of which is going to be insider threats. These are really important to talk about because not many organizations are probably realizing that the threat is actually just coming from within the organization itself. It could be an employee and just in general, anyone from within the organization that wants to cause harm to your system. So it's really important to talk about because before you're thinking about how to defend your system from outside intruders, you should be able to know what's going on within your organization as well. The next one I want to talk about was ransomware. This is a huge one and it can take a really strong hit to your company because this is when attackers are wanting a payment out of you and they're basically going to exploit and encrypt the data within your system until they get that payment. And this can take a really big financial hit to the company. Lastly, I wanted to kind of touch on the phishing attack. So phishing attacks are basically when attackers are trying to get you to reveal confidential data by masking themselves as a trusted identity. By doing this, they get a lot of information out of you, and then in turn, that would cause a lot of damage to your company as well. So with all of these that I just touched on, this can definitely make a big impact that's truly negative on the organization, reputation, the revenue aspect, and so much more. So because we know it can cause so much damage to the organization if we come across these cyber threats, it's really important to now know how can we effectively defend ourselves if we come across these cyber threats in our organization. And one of the countermeasures that we should consider is multi-factor authentication. This is a big one because it brings an additional layer of protection to your system. It's there to ensure that there is a protective barrier, at least to prevent this easy access. Another preventive measure is the access control, which can keep that unwanted access away from your system. So now if the system is compromised and you're in that situation, there are some measures that you should consider. So foremost, you should think about isolating the system. As soon as there's a compromise, you should be isolating the system as soon as possible. Then you should have a solid response plan to put in motion. And this would be a strategy that was documented well before this incident occurred and that was made to know what actions you should be taking if a breach were to occur. So that you're ready and you have a response plan in place. After this, there should be a forensic investigation done. This is important because it can give you so much information on what occurred. With this information, it is also a good idea to update the stakeholders or authorities and so on about what happened. Meanwhile, a post-incident analysis should be taken as well to pinpoint what was the issue and where your team can improve on when it comes to defending your system. So clearly, cyber threats are a growing and continuous concern, and this is why, with the right strategy, the tools, an informed team, and so on are needed to keep us equipped for a possible crisis. So with everything that I mentioned, I really do hope that this keeps your infrastructure protected. Thank you.